season getting started. We're off in week 3. And this is not a good start. That kick falls just short of the landing zone, and this opening drive is going to begin from the 40. So hopefully he's able... Next time, his first kickoff gives him some great field position here. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Benson on the counter. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Finds Judy near the sideline.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. The Cardinals out for the punt. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. He put too much juice into that one. It lands in the end zone. We're bringing things out to the 20-yard line. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. They'll be led out by one of the league's promising young talented quarterback in his first season out of Texas.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the one interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win. And certainly some momentum to build on today.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Breaks the tackle, still going. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 38. This one taken in by Baker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Cardinals side of the field. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Staying with Walker. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. He gets 6 on that play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. Looking to the air here. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Let's go. Go.
A give up the gut to Walker. And they take him down right along the 30. This one goes for 3 yards. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down. He's going to throw this one. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Pass play now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they're staring at 4th and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Seahawks will try to kick as they send the field goal unit onto the field. This is going to be a tough one, 55 yards away. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that will get them on the board.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Second drive of the game upcoming for this Arizona offense. And it's an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. He breaks the tackle.
Come on.
And he will
That's
carry this
ridiculous.
across for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Trey Benson, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals take a 4-point lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Reynolds with a return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
This is Walker on second. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10. Running with Walker again. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Walker hauls it in. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. They'll go with Walker on the counter. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Now we're going to have a break in the action as one of the Cardinals is in some pain, and they'll be out to look at him. 2nd and 13. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Walker now from the gun. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he's brought down for a loss. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's 3rd and very long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Seahawks will try to kick as they send the field goal unit onto the field. This one from an even 40 yards out. And that one is good. A little longer, but no lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
He'll take this at the 10. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31. The Cardinals offense making its way out. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They motion the tight end over. From the 35 on 2nd down. Into the hands of Michael Wilson. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Completes this one to Otten. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Now toss it here to Benson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in the phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll push their lead to 4.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Seahawks start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Walker. And this one doesn't go far. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. They'll throw it. Completes this one to Baker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Walker on 1st down. And he drives ahead for good yardage up to the 45. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now Walker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Walker running to the right. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Cardinals going nickel here, 3rd down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Let's go.
To the ground with Walker. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Running is Walker. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. The Seahawks at a deficit. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Here's a throw. Got his target, it's Baker. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First and goal. Here's Walker. And he found some running room for a nice gain. 9 yards the effort there, and it'll be second and goal. Walker. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Seahawks get some late points and the lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks push their lead to 3. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Returnable from the 1. And this drive will start inside the 25. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Out come the Cardinals on offense late in the half. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Nice spot here for the offense. It's second and 1. From the 32. This one's taken in by Otten. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Arizona goes ahead and calls its second timeout. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Not much time left in the half, so the kicking team out on first down. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And he missed it. It's no good. And they are unable to tie up this contest.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
One final shot before halftime. That one's cut along the left sideline. We've reached halftime from Seattle. The rest of the league can wait. We'll see how they're faring later. Our focus, it's on these two teams as we skip halftime and get right back to this contest. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Reynolds with a return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. The Seahawks sending their offense out to begin the third quarter. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They go with Walker here. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. From midfield now. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal. Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks grow the lead coming out of halftime. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks make it a 10-point ball game. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. The Cardinals in possession of it once again. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a one-score game. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. They're set up at the 35 now. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. The tight end going in motion right. They give on 2nd to Benson. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Brandon Jones up for the stop. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Throwing now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They'll send out the punting unit. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. And he calls for the fair catch and is there to collect it. They're out and set, 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Walker. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Buda Baker bringing that one to an end. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. The give now to Walker. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. They're bringing out Mitch Wisnowski to punt it away on 4th. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. That's going to be a highlight there, a 68-yard punt. And it'll be Cardinals football. They'll throw to begin this drive. Short pass brought in. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Quite the start to that drive, huh? The first play sets him up now at the 38. They're going play action. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect.
Not an open passing lane to be found anywhere. He took what he thought was the best one available, and they still managed to tip the ball away.
They send the tight end in motion. 2nd and 10 now. Hits his running back. And he gets him around 6 there. Monty Hooker with the tackle. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Back to throw now. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And that one comes down at the 2 before bouncing into the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
It's Walker on the give. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. First down, and they go right back to it. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Buda Baker bringing that one to an end. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They go play action here.
What was that to?
Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
19 line. Here we go, set.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. He broke 50 on his first punt and looks to have done the same here. Out had the Cardinals now on offense. Now their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. They'll motion a tight end left. Throwing now on first down. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Benson on the counter.
I know it from the position of the quarterback, Kate. Sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here's 2nd and 14. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first. Benson now from the gun. And he gets this down to the 41 before being stopped. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll try and throw it here. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Got his target. It's Otten. And they bring him down around the 34. Now the Cardinals sending out the field goal unit. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. Got all of it, and this is good. And it pulls them back within 1 score here in the 4th.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And his charge towards the line. That's right around 3 yards. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Staying with Walker. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. They're throwing it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So out now comes the punter. It'll be Mitch Wisnowski doing the honors. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it's going to be their football coming up. Airing it out to start this drive. Pulled in by Tommy Trumbull. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
Able to get it to Benson. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Setting up a throw. Stays. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now we'll see the medical team head out. The Seahawks have an injured player. He's in some obvious pain there. 3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. Headed right through the middle of the field. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals now trailed by just a point in the 4th. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Reynolds with a return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Seahawks offense running out now. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. But give up the gut to Walker. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Running with Walker again. Room to work at the 35. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll get it up to the 44. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
This is Walker on 2nd. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Walker now from the gun. And they make this stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Walker on 1st down. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Now an inside give to Walker. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks going for the win here.
Ready.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Hand off to Walker from the gun. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Now Walker, and he's brought down for a loss. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Here we go, set. 19 Tiger.
Setting up to pass. Throwing the out route complete. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. To the ground with Walker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. The Cardinals are going to use the last of their timeouts. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Walker running right. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a game down to the 1. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. They go with Walker here. And he breaks the tie. They could win this game. Brock, touchdown! Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this out to the 33. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Need this to force overtime. Deflected. Oh, they couldn't bring it in off the tip drill, though. They had the chance they wanted, Brock, but no, that's how this one's going to end. So several thousand 12th men and women cheering as the Seahawks win at home.